let us now have the solved examples on the p series and geometric series. So suppose that what we have been asked for finding the convergence and divergence of this series summation n from 1 to infinity n square uh, plus 2 divided by n raised to 4. So un is equal to n square plus 2 divided by n raised to 4. Now this is nth term of a gp, sorry, this is nth term of a series. Okay, it is not necessarily gp. Now if I take a summation, okay, and if I separate the summation, okay, you know that summation of a plus b, summation a plus summation b. So using that property we get summation n square by n raised to 4 plus summation 2 by n raised to 4. N square by n raised to 4 gives you 1 upon n square, and what this 2 can be taken 1 upon n raised to 4. So you will find that both these series, okay, are the p series. Okay, so this is the p series with p is equal to, so with p value is equal to 2, which is strictly greater than 1. Therefore this series converges. Okay, this series is a series with p is equal to 4 and 4 is greater than 1, that also is convergent. So you will find that both series converges, and we have a property that if two series is summation u and summation vn converges, then their sum also converges. Therefore this series converges, therefore this series also will be a convergent. Therefore given series is convergent. Okay, next uh, let us have one more problem regarding the convergence and divergence of this series. So this is the series with the first term 1, okay, but we can write it as 1 upon 3 raised to 0. Okay, why I am writing 1 upon 3 raised to 0? Because we have 3 raised to 1, 3 raised to 0, 3 raised to 1, 3 raised to 2, 3 raised to 3. So here we can write what? 1 upon 3 raised to 1 upon 3 raised to 0. Okay, so 1 upon 3 raised to 0, that is first term. So first term is having power 0, second term is having power 1, third term is having power 2, okay, third term is having power 3. Okay, so what is the meaning of what is the nth term? So it is having power 1 less than, okay, n, that is n minus 1, and plus n, so on. So this becomes your un. So this becomes your un. So your un is this. Okay, your un is 1 upon 3 raised to n minus 1. And note that this is a geometric series. What is geometric series? If you take a ratio of 1 by 3 to 1, we get 1 by 3. 1 by 9 to 1 by 3, we get 1 by 3. 1 by 27 to 1 by 9, we get 1 by 3. So ratio is 1 by 3, and first term is a. And we know that if what common ratio is less than 1, and if we have infinite series of geometric series type, then that series is equal to first term. First term is 1. Okay, first term is 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3. So that series converges because r is less than 1, and the value is 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3, and 1 minus 1 by 3 is what? 2 by 3, and in numerator it becomes 3 by 2. So it converges to 3 by 2. Okay, now let us have the problems based on your comparison test. Now what is comparison test? Here you are supposed to choose or generate two series, so that what if you take limit n tends to infinity ratio of nth term of first series to the ratio of to the nth term of second series, then that ratio should be finite, non-zero, non-negative, and if it is happening, then that two series is converge, diverge together. So we have been given for recognizing whether that series are convergent or divergent. So for checking that, what we should recognize the nth term, and obviously nth term is given in ready-made form. So nth term is under summation, so it is root n divided by n square plus 1. Okay, so this series, okay, has nth term equal to this. Okay, now let me write root n as n raised to half. Okay, and I can take from denominator n square common. If I take n square common, yes, what I have? If I take n square common, the first term becomes 1 and second term becomes 1 upon n square. Okay, n square is common, and here we have n raised to half. So if I take this n raised to half to denominator, we get n raised to 2 minus 1 by 2, and that becomes raised to 3 by 2. So we have un equal to 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2 into 1 plus 1 upon n square. Okay, so this is un. Same un we have written in different form. and let us consider that the value of Vn. Okay, so let us see that, or let us uh, suppose that Vn is equal to 1 upon 3 n raised to 3 by 2. Okay, so this term I am picking up, okay, because it should get cancelled if I take ratio of Un by Vn. So with that reason I have intentionally what I have taken Vn is equal to 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2. Okay, if it could be n raised to 3, then I would have taken Vn equal to 1 upon n raised to 3, so that Un by Vn what ratio will cancel out this term. Okay, and we can have very easy limit what simplification of remaining term. Okay, so if Vn is this, and if I take limit n tends to infinity Un by Vn, I will be getting limit n tends to infinity. So this is your Un, this whole term is your Un, and this whole term is your Vn, and you will find that this n uh, 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2 and this 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2 will get cancelled. So this will get cancelled with this. Okay, so if these two will get cancelled, what remains? Yes, we have 1 upon 1 plus n square, and if I put n equal to infinity, infinity square is infinity, 1 upon infinity is 0, and plus 1 is 1, and 1 upon 1 that is equal to 1. Okay, so which is finite? 1 is finite, non-zero and non-negative. Therefore what both series s, which series s? Okay, so this given series summation Un, okay, and summation Vn, okay, converges or diverges together. Okay, I cannot tell at this position now what is convergence divergence of Un, summation Un, but I can very easily recognize the convergence and divergence of summation Vn. Summation Vn is nothing but what? Summation 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2. Now if you carefully observe this, it will look like what? Summation 1 upon n raised to p, where p is equal to what? Where p is equal to 3 by 2, and that 3 by 2 is greater than 1. Okay, if that p is greater than 1, you know that the series what? Converges. So if summation Un converges, okay, summation Vn converges, therefore summation Un also should converge. By which condition, or by which test? Comparison test. Okay, so summation Un, summation Vn both converges, because summation Vn converges, summation Un also converges, because it satisfies the condition of your comparison test. Okay, now next example. Now let us have a second example which involves sine 1 by n. So this is your Un. So this will be your Un. This is your Un. So I am going to write Un is equal to sine of 1 by n. Okay. Now we know what is expansion theory. We know that sine of theta. What is sine of theta expansion? It is theta minus theta cube divided by 3 factorial plus theta raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial. Okay. So this is your 1 by n minus 1 by n bracket cube, that is 1 upon n cube, divided by 3 factorial plus 1 upon n bracket raised to 5, that is 1 upon n raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial minus, and so on. Now here let me intentionally take 1 upon n common outside. Okay, so if I take 1 upon n common outside, what I will be having inside? 1 minus 1 upon n square divided by 3 factorial plus 1 upon n raised to 4 divided by 5 factorial minus, and so on. Now let me again intentionally call this as Vn. Why I am calling it as Vn? Because Un by Vn, this term will get cancelled, 1 upon n will get cancelled, and this will be your limit. If I take n tends to infinity, this term will vanish, this term will vanish. The value of Un by Vn, limit n tends to infinity, will become 1. Okay, so that can be shown here. So if that is a finite, non-equal to 0, so you can check it out. Okay, you can check it out. If I take limit n tends to infinity, okay, Un by Vn, okay, Un is 1 upon n, okay, this, and Vn is 1 upon n. So this 1 upon n will get cancelled. If 1 upon n get cancelled, what remains? Yes, 1 minus 1 by n square by 3 factorial. And if I put n equal to infinity, 1 upon infinity square, okay, so you know that infinity square is infinity and 1 upon infinity is 0. So this becomes 0, this becomes 0, and so on, all terms will become 0. okay, leaving you the value equal to 1, which is finite, non-zero, non-negative. Therefore, what by comparison test, both summation un vn converges together, and you will find that summation vn, which is equal to 1 upon n raised to 1, is also a p series with p is greater than or equal to 1. So p is equal to 1, the series diverges. So if summation vn diverges, summation un also will diverge. So both series here will diverge. Okay, so given series diverges. Okay, now third problem. Again same question, same type of question. So suppose again you have summation n from 1 to infinity, n plus 1 raised to 1 by 3 minus n raised to 1 by 3. So again what this will be my un. So this is your un, ready-made un is given to you. So un is equal to n plus 1 raised to 1 by 3 minus n raised to 1 by 3. Let me take n raised to 1 by 3 common. If n raised to 1 by 3 is common, what we have inside the bracket? Inside the bracket we have 1 plus 1 by n bracket raised to 1 by 3 minus nothing will remain here, it is 1. Okay, and yes, I am going to use the expansion theory. We know that 1 plus x raised to m is 1 plus mx plus m into m minus 1 what divided by 2 factorial x square plus and so on. So using that expansion theory, for this what we will be getting this expansion. Okay, and minus 1 is there, minus 1 as it is. So this minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. So this is 1 plus this is m. Okay, m value is 1 by 3, you can check, m value is 1 by 3 and x value is 1 by n. So 1 plus mx, this is m and that is x. Okay, so m minus 1, okay, divided by 2 factorial, okay, into x square. X square means 1 upon n bracket square and so on. So minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled, what we will be having this series. Okay, now let me take 1 upon n common. If I will not take 1 upon n common, then if I put n equal to infinity, all of the term will vanish. Okay, and that will be what, 0. So it should not be 0, it should be non-zero. That's why let us take 1 by n common. If I take 1 by n common, we get n raised to 1 by 3 divided by n. And calculation regarding n raised to 1 by 3 divided by n is 1 upon n raised to 2 by 3. Now this contains a constant. Even if I put n equal to infinity, what this term and thereafter all term will vanish. Okay, leaving you only 1 by 3. And this I am going to consider it as Vn intentionally. So this is your Vn. If it is become Vn, so this Vn and this n raised to 2 by 3 will get cancelled. So 1 upon n raised to 2 by 3 and 1 upon n raised to 2 by 3 get cancels, and this becomes 1 by 3. And note that 1 by 3 is less than 1. Okay, so what we can have now consideration of limit n tends to infinity un by Vn, so which is equal to un, and this is the un, this is Vn. So if I put un Vn and this term will get cancelled, so this term will get cancelled with this term, and if I put n equal to infinity, this term vanishes, and all terms what after that also will vanish, because they contains 1 upon n or 1 upon n higher powers. Therefore all terms after this will vanish, leaving you 1 upon 3. Therefore answer is 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3 is less than is finite and non-zero. Therefore both series converge, diverge together. Okay, but we can recognize the convergence of summation Vn very easily. Summation Vn is summation 1 upon what, n raised to 2 by 3. N raised to 2 by 3. So note that 2 by 3 is less than 1. It is not greater than 1. If it could be 3 by 2, then it would be greater than 1. Here it is 2 by 3. Therefore it is less than 1. Therefore summation Vn diverges, and so as your summation Un. So summation Un, summation Vn both diverges, because what, by P series this is divergent, and this also will be this summation Un also will be divergent. Okay, next problem, fourth problem. Now we have not been given with your series in compact form. We have been given a series in actual form. Actual form means term by term. Okay, so first term, second term, third term, and so on. Now let us guess the nth term of this series. Okay, so as I can observe, first of all let us very easily guess what is denominator term of this series. So you can observe that we have 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. So is it first term is 1 cube, second term is 2 cube, third term is 3 cube, and therefore the nth term will be n cube. Okay, so nth term is n cube. Now here we have 14, 24, 34. So what we are observing, starting value is 14 and values are gradually increasing by 10. So here what we can have 10 into n plus 4. How? If I put n equal to 1, we get 14. If I put n equal to 2, we get 20 plus 4. If I put n equal to 3, we get 30 plus 4, 40 plus 4, 60 plus 4, 50 plus 4, and so on. And therefore for the numerator will be 10n plus 4. Now let us see this series. Okay, so this series is summation what 10 n plus 4 divided by n cube. Now you can solve this problem by two ways. Okay, if you carefully look, there are two series. So first series is 10 is outside, n divided by n cube. Okay, n divided by n cube is 1 upon n square, and plus 4 is outside, we have summation 1 upon n cube. Now note that this series is a p series, this series is also a p series, and what these two series what converges, why this series converges, because p value for this series is 2, which is greater than 0, it is greater than 1, therefore this series converges, and this series with similar region n, here p is equal to 3, which is greater than 1, therefore this series also what converges. So both series converges here, both series converges here, therefore what summation also will converge. So this let us verify with the help of your comparison test. Now what we are going to do, okay, so I have shown you that this series is convergent, so it is your choice what to use. Here I use your p series to show that this series is convergent. Now let me use your CT comparison test to show that this series is convergent. So okay, what I am going to do is, let me take 1 upon n cube common outside. Okay, so what will happen if I take n cube common outside? Okay, I should take n square, not n cube. Why I should take n square common? Because if I take n cube common, okay, then 1 upon n cube common, 10n will be there. So here it is advantageous to have 1 upon n square common outside. If 1 upon n square is outside, okay, what we have inside the bracket, okay, note that n divided by n cube is 1 upon n square, and plus, okay, 4 upon what, n cube, 4 upon n cube. From that one, if I take 1 upon n square outside, yes, we get 10 plus 4 upon n. And note that if I put n equal to infinity here, we get 0, and what, p plus 10. So 10 plus 0 is 10. And intentionally again I am going to call this as what, your Vn. If this is your Vn, if this is your Vn, okay, then I am going to have two series, summation un and summation Vn, and for that I am going to take the ratio of nth term of that two series. Okay, so let me claim that what 1 upon n square is that series. Okay, so this term will get cancelled if I take ratio of un by Vn as limit n tends to infinity. Okay, we get 10 divided by 4 by n. If I put n equal to infinity, the answer is equal to 10, which is finite, not equal to 0. Therefore your comparison test works here. Okay, and if comparison test works here, okay, so 10, which is finite, non-zero, non-negative, therefore comparison test works here. Therefore both series as summation un, summation Vn converges, diverges together. So summation Vn is 1 upon n square, and this is p series with n equal to 2 greater than 1, therefore this series converges. Therefore what given series summation un also what converges. Okay, so summation Vn converges, summation un also converges. So I think I have solved this problem by two ways, by p series and by comparison test. So I am getting same result, that what this series converges. Okay, now